EY was very happy to be part of this adventure of measuring the economic weight of cultural and creative industries, because we see growth and potential everywhere, but we also saw that no one really understood the weight and the diversity and the challenges of the industry. So we're very happy to be partners with CISAC to do this study worldwide in 11 sectors, the first study ever. It's a dream job for a consultant, and we were happy to be part of it. The number one lesson is that it's a massive economy. $2,250 billion. It's 3% of the world's GDP. It's 50% more than telecom services, for instance. It's 30 million people employed by the creative and cultural industries, 1% of the world's active population. So it's a very active, very live, very massive economy. Number two lesson, which I think is very interesting, is that Asia Pacific is the number one market for cultural and creative contents. We could all have thought that Europe and North America would have been at the top and very far ahead, but demographics and the hunger for cultural content, for information, the facility of technology helps Asia be number one in terms of cultural and creative economies, followed by Europe and North America. What we saw also is that the emerging economies in Latin America, in Africa, are coming up with industries well established already in the music and movie business, for instance. But they're lagging behind because they need to see the value and the consumption and the potential for individuals and population to pay for cultural contents and for tickets and for TV and movie the movie receipts. So it's the number 3 region in terms of revenues. Creators are younger than in any other economy. We see no industry with more people under the age of 30 employed and active. It's more feminine than any other industry, with more than 50% of, for instance, in the music industry, of female staff and female population. It's very entrepreneurial, 3.5 times more entrepreneurial than any other industry in the US, for instance. So that gives a picture of the people in the creative world. But of course, there are challenges because the possibility to be compensated and remunerated for the works, for the creative content, and for the creation by authors is at risk because of the internet platforms. The digital platforms have appeared and are a great newcomer in the world of individual consumption. So creators we've seen that everywhere in our study, are not compensated fairly, and we need to look at the better balance between the digital revolution, which is essential to the distribution, the diversity, the variety of cultural contents everywhere, including in the emerging countries, a balance between the positive of the digital revolution and the negative for the authors, which is not compensated fairly. And we see risks in many countries where there is no regulation, there is no author rights protection, there is debate among internet platforms and the author society, and this to be better balanced in the next few years, or creation, which is at the heart, at the core of the digital revolution, because without content, you cannot have a digital revolution. So creation must be paid for with a proper remuneration and a better balance with the digital and the goods of the digital revolution.